Nice. Well, a couple of weeks later, you score your first try against Parramatta. Um, just what was it like playing against Parramatta during your career, particularly when you were at Penrith?
Oh, the Penrith and Parra clashes were always just, packed stadiums. It was, they're two fierce rivals and, Battle of the West, all that sort of stuff. And I do remember my first try because it was Jared Haynes' debut game for Parra.
Okay.
And I scored against him. So that's probably the only time I got one over him in my whole career. So, that was my first try. And, but yeah, I just remember that, particularly Parra and Penrith, they were always just like, semi-final, like they were just so intense, and the crowds were always massive, and it didn't matter where either team was sitting on the ladder. It was just always such a tough game.
Is there any particular Parramatta Penrith game that stands out, or is it just that one where you scored your first try?
Oh no, that I had so many great games against Parra, and even when I was playing with Parra against Penrith. But not like they were all just equally stood out. I think there was one at Penrith Stadium where I scored maybe one or two tries, and I think we ended up coming from behind to win. But a lot of the times in those derbies, I generally was on the losing end, so I tried not to remember them.
So, what was it like playing for Parra against Penrith? Was there an equal sort of dislike for the other side, or
Well, for
had it
me,
changed by then?
as a player, like, I don't dislike anyone really. So, but it was more, the supporter bases and the way it's sort of drummed up as the Battle of the West. And then obviously, I'd played plenty for Penrith against Parra, and then I had one season at Parra, and then against Penrith, I could still feel the rivalry and all that sort of stuff between the two teams. But for me, it was, even though there are more intense games and all that sort of stuff. For me, it was just another game. But I
Okay.
always loved it, whatever side I was on.
Yeah, for me, a Para fan living in Penrith, that's my favourite game of the year at Penrith Stadium. So
I could imagine.
love it.